In today's video, we are going to learn about partnership. That is, we are going to start with the very first chapter of your textbook, that is Introduction to Partnership. Partnership is a very common word to understand. They have explained this in detail in the given chapter, but first of all, let us talk about the weightage of this chapter, which is of 4 marks, of which is one MCQ and a 3-mark question in section C. That means they are considering only short sums from this chapter, which we are going to learn, and an MCQ for which it is necessary to understand theory. Understanding theory is not only necessary for MCQ, but it is also necessary for solving sums and the chapters ahead. All the chapters are related to each other, so even if part of theory is not a part of weightage of that particular chapter, it is necessary to clearly understand and read that theory. Yeah, so the first chapter, that is Introduction to Partnership. Partnership, as I said, is very common word. Let us understand the definition which they have given us on the very first page of this chapter. The second point I am reading here, meaning and definition of partnership. They've presented the definition as per the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Partnership is the relation between the persons who have agreed to share the profit of a business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. So this is a relation between the persons. They have agreed. Say for example, there are 3 partners. We are considering this example for a better understanding of this definition. So yes, I was saying, say for example, there are 3 partners, that is A, B and C. The 3 of them are doing a business activity, and the result of such a business activity can be profit, either loss. So who is going to bear this? Definitely the 3 partners. Yeah, so this is what partnership is. They are going to carry out business activity together, and at the end they are also going to share the result of the same. So the partners, I mean the person who enter into such a relationship, the person who enter into such relationship are individually called partners and collectively a firm. So A, B and C, we are considering the same example again. So A, B and C are individually partners and collectively a firm. Further, they have given us characteristics of partnership. The first characteristic is that creation by contract. So they say that it emerges through an agreement, मतलब partners के बीच में एक agreement किया जाता है, and they say the written agreement is desirable and advisable. Obviously, anything in writing becomes a part of evidence rather than having any oral contract or any sort of agreement. The second characteristic they say is profit objective. Obviously, any sort of business activity that we are starting, the motive behind that is to earn profit. It should be legal business. And then they say agent of each other. The business of partnership firm is run by all partners or any one of them for all or more than one partner. So this way they say that each partner is an agent of each other. How? Because the partnership firm is run by all the partners together. Then they are talking about the number of partners. This is all a part of theory. You must go through carefully. You are supposed to read this. You'll definitely understand. So I will move ahead, and you can ask me if you have any doubts in the comment section given below. Then the topic is about partnership deed. Partnership deed is always in the form of a written agreement, you can say. It is considered as an constitution of partnership, they say. This also, if you are reading it carefully, you will understand. I am moving ahead with this chapter because as per the blueprint, they are going to ask an MCQ and a short question. So quickly we'll start with the sums, and you should read the theory concepts every day, a single page or 2 pages. I'm sure if you will read this and you'll understand. And in case if you don't, then you can ask me your doubts. But it is important that you go through all the detail that they have presented here. So partnership deed we have, they consider this as a constitution of partnership. Yes, provisions. Now this is an important concept actually. This is applied in the sums that you will be doing, the short sums and also the long sums that are given further in other chapters. So let us go in detail for this. Yeah. Provisions of Indian Partnership Act 1932 pertaining to accounting treatments in the absence of partnership deed. Now, first of all, what is partnership deed? Partnership deed is a written agreement among the partners in which each and every detail regarding partnership firm is mentioned. So, they are trying to say that whenever there is an absence of partnership deed, how is the accounting treatment going to take place in context with the partnership firm? So they say that the following 7 provisions are to be followed in absence of partnership deed. The very first is each partner contributes capital in the firm by mutual agreement. There is no restriction in the act in this regard. It is not mandatory to bring a capital for each partner. Now, firstly, what is capital? Capital is an investment made by the partner in firm or an investment made by the owner for starting up the business or any additional capital. Here they say that whenever there is an absence of partnership deed, the partner will contribute capital in the firm by mutual agreement. Mutual agreement, that means all the partners are going to mutually decide, and there is no restriction, and also it is not mandatory, that is not compulsory, that it is not compulsory to bring capital for each partner. Second, interest on the capital of partner cannot be paid. पार्टनरशिप डीड अगर नहीं प्रिपेयर किया गया है देन यू कैन नॉट पे इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल ऑफ पार्टनर. हु पेज इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल? The firm pays interest on capital to the partner. Then, the distribution of profit and loss would remain in equal proportion. Whenever partnership firm is established, the profit sharing ratio is also decided among the partners. And in case if it has not been decided, then the profit will be distributed in equal proportion. That is 1:1. Further, interest on drawings of the partner cannot be charged. Just like interest on capital of partner cannot be paid, interest on drawings of the partner cannot be charged. Interest on drawings is an expense of the partner and interest on capital is an expense of the firm. Further, salary, bonus, commission, or remuneration cannot be paid to the partners. None of the things are going to be paid to the partners in absence of partnership deed. Sixth point is really important. 6% per annum. Interest is payable for the loan given by any partner to the firm. What is a loan? Loan is a liability for the partnership firm. For a firm. It is an amount borrowed which is to be returned later. So generally the amount is borrowed from outside of the business, but in case if any partner has given loan to the firm, then interest at 6% per annum is payable to that particular partner for the amount of loan lent by him. In case of any reasonable expense incurred by the partner for the firm, the partner has the right to reimburse it. If any partner has conducted any reasonable expense for the firm, then that particular partner can reimburse it from the firm. Partner has the right to do the same. The next topic that they have given us is about capital accounts of partners. Obviously, we know this very well. I have uploaded a separate video for this in which I have explained capital and current accounts of partners. These are the additional accounts in standard 12th. They were not given in standard 11th. Yes, and the specimen is also presented for both the methods. And further, they've also given us the specimen for profit and loss appropriation account, which is again a new account added in standard 12th. We are going to understand this later in the next video that I'll upload. This is also a part of annual accounts. In this chapter, in exercise, they have given us long sums, but they are not asked separately from this chapter, so we are not going to understand the same. We'll only study the short sums considering your board question paper in mind. That does not mean that we are not going to learn the long sums. They can be well understood in the next chapter, that is annual accounts. उसमें भी similar concept include किया गया है, so वो आपको directly second chapter में ही सिखाया जाएगा. From this chapter they are asking short sums, as I said. So let us directly move towards that now. We'll be starting with the illustrations, and I'll be giving you sums in homework from exercise. Yes, the very first illustration. It is simple and easy to understand, and also I'll explain important concepts of theory along with sums. Like if I'm explaining illustration for now, and previously I haven't explained theory in detail, as you can see I have scrolled it too quickly. It is just because that we should solve short sums which are asked from this chapter, and important theory which is necessary to understand in relation to these sums. I will explain it along. मतलब sums के साथ ही जो important theory है वो आपको explain कर दी जाएगी along with the sum. So please do not worry about this. Please do not worry that theory मैम ने नहीं करवाई. Yeah, I'll explain along with the sums. जहाँ पे भी ज़रूरत रहेगी वहाँ पे वो concept include करके आपको समझा दिया जाएगा. Okay, let us start with illustration 1. Hiral withdraws rupees 500 in the beginning of every month. If 10% per annum interest is chargeable on drawings, determine annual drawings and interest on drawings. First of all, let us understand what is drawings. Obviously, we know this, but let us revise. Drawings is an amount withdrawn by the partner from firm. You know this very well. We have understood this in standard 11. So, drawings is an amount withdrawn by the partner from the firm. And partner is supposed to return that amount along with interest, which is interest on drawings. Now here Hiral is a partner, Hiral is the owner, we can say, and she withdraws rupees 500 in the beginning of every month. How many months are there in a year? 12 months, of course. And Hiral withdraws 500 in the beginning of every month, and the firm is going to charge 10% per annum interest on drawings. Yes? So we are supposed to find out that how much amount has been withdrawn by Hiral during the year. See, they've asked us determine annual drawings and interest on drawings. So annual drawings, what does that mean? That how much Hiral has withdrawn in 12 months and how much is the amount of interest payable by Hiral to the firm. So let us come to the solution. Total annual drawings equals to 500 into 12. Why? There are 12 months in a year and Hiral withdraws 500 every month. So obviously 500 into 12 gives you 6,000, which is annual drawings of Hiral. Of course, Hiral अगर एक महीने में 500 विड्रॉ कर रही है तो 12 महीने में कितना विड्रॉ करेगी? Every month 500, तो 12 months 6,000. Yes? Now moving towards the second question, that is interest on drawings. Now while calculating interest on drawings, you are going to use a formula which is I equals to PRN upon 100. Of course, this is not a new formula. We have learned this in the previous standards in mathematics. What is P? It is principal amount. R is rate of interest. N is number of years. And I is interest, of course. Yes? So what is the principal amount withdrawn by Hiral? It is 500, of course. What is the rate of interest? It is 10% per annum. They've presented here. So it is 10 by 100. And number of years. Number of years, if you'll understand, it is taken as 78 by 12. Now the twist is here. Why they have considered 78 by 12? The explanation is given below. It is really interesting to understand. You can see the table below. Yeah. See here, they have said that drawings in the beginning of every month. Yeah. When a partner withdraws an amount in the beginning of every month, here is the total 78. Now if you want to understand this, understand the very first month, Hiral withdraws 500 rupees in the beginning of first month. Yeah. So what is the amount of interest paid by her? That 500 will be utilized for 12 months. So for first month, it is 12 here. Now she withdraws in the beginning of second month. So the first month is excluded out of 12 months. Yeah, so how many months are remaining? 11. Now when she withdraws in the beginning of third month, so already 2 months have passed. Now the 500 that has been withdrawn by her in the beginning of third month interest for that will be paid only for 10 months. Why? Because 2 months have already been excluded. Yeah, and so on. The amount withdrawn at the end of the 12th, sorry, in the beginning of 12th month. Yeah, तो उसका जो इंटरेस्ट है वो एक ही महीने के लिए कंसिडर किया जाता है, एक ही महीने के लिए कंसिडर किया जाएगा. वाई? बिकॉज इट इज इटसेल्फ अ 12th मंथ. वहाँ पे अकाउंटिंग ईयर खत्म हो जाता है. या सो दिस वे अगर आप इसका टोटल करेंगे तो आपको मिलेगा 78. And here you also have a note that if drawings is done in the beginning of every month, interest will be calculated for 78 months. And if in the end of every month, interest will be calculated for 66 months. Yeah, that concept also you can apply here. The one we have understood for beginning, if you will apply it oppositely for drawings at the end of every month, you can easily understand. Yeah, please try this, and if you don't understand, please write in the comment section given below. We'll move back to our sum. So here they have said that Hiral withdraws in the beginning of every month. So N is to be considered as 78 by 12. Further, if you calculate this, the answer is rupees 325. Alright, and this is the interest on drawings payable by Hiral to the firm. Yeah, the illustration was extremely simple. This is a short question which is of 3 marks. This is asked in section C of your question paper. Only for 3 marks. And the sum is extremely easy. You need to memorize this. Firstly, you need to understand this table, and then you need to memorize this, that N is to be taken as 78 by 12 when drawings is done in the beginning of every month, and it is to be taken as 66 by 12 when drawings is done in end of every month. Alright, you have a similar sum in exercise. You should do it as a part of homework. I'll find it for you. There are ample of illustrations that we are going to understand. We are not going to do long sums in this chapter. The long sums given in this chapter are also given in chapter 2. I mean, they are a part of the long sums of chapter 2. So we'll understand it directly during that time. Here you can see page number 30. Exercise question 3. Page number 30, usme question 1. A partner withdraws identical amount at the end of each month from the firm. At the end of the year, total annual drawings is rupees 12,000. 12% per annum interest is chargeable on drawings. Determine the amount of interest on drawings of the year. Here they have changed the mode of question little bit. Here they have provided us with the total annual drawings. The illustration that we have understood, उसमें हमें क्या बताया गया था? What is the amount withdrawn in the beginning of every month? And here they have given us answer of annual drawings. So annual drawings, what does that mean? That means how much amount has been withdrawn by the partner during the year. Now year has 12 months. 12 महीने में अगर उन्होंने 12,000 विड्रॉ किए हैं, so what is the amount withdrawn per month? Obviously 12,000 divided by 12, it is 1,000. So a partner has withdrawn 1,000 at the end of each month. Mark these words. end of each month. Whenever an amount is withdrawn by the partner at the end of each month, what is the number of years that you consider? N equals to 66 by 12. And in the beginning, you consider it as 78 by 12. And what is the principal amount withdrawn? 1000. How do you obtain this? When you divide 12,000 by 12. And what is R? It is 12%, which is 12 by 100. Yeah. So interest on drawings, I equals to, we are going to apply the formula the way I have explained in an illustration. If you want to solve the sum right now, you can take your book and pen. I equals to PRN upon 100. What is P? It is 1000. What is R? It is 12%, that is 12 by 100. And what is N? 66 by 12. Why? Because the partner has withdrawn at the end of each month. Yes? So this is how you are going to solve this sum, and you will obtain the answer once you calculate the amount that we have substituted in the in the formula, that is I equals to PRN upon 100. We have substituted it as 1000 into 12 by 100 into 66 by 12. Alright, once you obtain the answer, please check your answer with the answers that are presented in your textbook at the end. Yeah, so that's all for today. In next video, we are going to understand the illustrations further, and जैसे जैसे हम illustration करते जाएंगे, उसके साथ ही सिमिलर सम्स आपको करने हैं एक्सरसाइज से, वो आपको डेली बताया जाएगा. मतलब जिस हिसाब से वीडियोस में illustrations are going to get explained, along with that I'll inform you about the sums, the related sums or similar sums which are given in exercise. Alright, so we'll end the session here. Till then, please practice this, and we'll see you all in next session.